What's good, YouTube? I'm the BowTie Fragrance Guy. I talk about fragrances on this channel. I also like to throw in some style and grooming tips as well. So hopefully you're a person that not only is interested in making sure you smell good every day, but also that you're up to date, man, up to par with your appearance. So if you're into looking good and smelling great, then I think you found the right channel. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications by hitting the bell icon as well. So anytime a new video is uploaded on YouTube, you get notified. On today, guys, I'm going to be giving you some amazing, inexpensive or cheaper alternatives to look out for this fall. I already did my fall niche and my fall designer list for 2025, and it's been pretty customary that I come back behind on the tail end of those videos and give the guys that are looking for more affordable options for the fall some fragrances to look into. And whether that reason is you just don't like spending a lot of money on fragrances, or it's a budget thing, regardless of what the reason is, I think it's always very important to make sure that I offer some less expensive options for each season. So that's what we're going to be getting into today. I'm going to run the intro, and when we come back, we're going to get into it. If you want to see what's on the list for 2025, some inexpensive options for the fall that'll still help you dominate any room you walk into. You know the routine, man. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump right into this video. Really quickly, guys, I always link the fragrances down in the description through YouTube shopping. So if you click on products, you'll be able to find the fragrances that, I talked about in today's video, already linked to today's video. So through YouTube shopping, we're able to kind of scour the internet, do the work for you. And again, if we were able to find these fragrances at a good price, I'll link them to the video so that you can check it out if you find something today that you're interested in. So guys, this first fragrance, I actually got this fragrance. I actually paid full retail for it. At the time that I got it, it had been out for a while, so I probably could have got it through discounts, but it was one of those impulse things where I was actually in a Burberry store and smelled it, and I'm in my mind, I'm like, why have I not picked this fragrance up yet? Because I really, really, really like it. It just so happens that it's perfect for the fall. I'm talking about Burberry Hero. As you guys can see, I have a nice dent in this fragrance. This is black pepper, cedarwood, juniper berries, and bergamot. And again, it's a kind of simplistic note breakdown, but it's just a fragrance that just speaks to me. I love the way this thing smells. Like I said, nothing over the top as far as like being like extremely creative or anything like that. Again, it's a designer fragrance, but I do think that it is perfect for a transitional season like the fall. Again, it is perfect. I can't think of any scenario that you find yourself in that this wouldn't work. You can wear this casually. You can actually dress this thing up. It has a great deal of versatility. Again, it smells great. Now, I had it a few months now, and I got a nice dent in it. I really, really sincerely enjoy this fragrance. And like I said, I picked it up in a Burberry store. When I probably honestly could have left out of the store, went to FragranceNet or someplace like that and found it a lot cheaper. It was an impulse thing, but I really liked the fragrance. So it was great to kind of have that experience in this Burberry store and purchase this fragrance. Now they have a EDP and maybe even a Parfum version of this fragrance now, if I'm not mistaken, which that could have been on this list, but I would preserve that probably for the winter. But check out Burberry Hero from Burberry. This is a really, really great, relatively inexpensive fragrance for the fall. When I think about fall and I think about inexpensive or cost-effective fragrances, this one always comes to my mind for great reason. I love this. From the brand of Lacoste, this is simply called L'Homme. Lacoste L'Homme. This is rhubarb, ginger, almond, and vanilla. And honestly, what really makes this so appropriate for the fall to me is that almond vanilla on the dry down. That takes me immediately back to fall. It takes me back to earlier days reviewing fragrances and discussing them. I don't remember the year that this came out, but it's so good. It's something about it that really, draws me in. And again, just like I talked about with Burberry Hero, it's just a very versatile fragrance, very inoffensive, very easy to wear and to enjoy. And I think it's great for a transitional season like fall. So check it out from the brand of Lacoste. This is called Homme. I really, really enjoyed this one. Guys, the theme of this list is really versatile fragrances that are good for, because when fall season, you have the fall season, especially, of course, to continue to behind where you're located geographically. But where I am located, you still get some relatively warm days, but you get some cool days, not really cold, but cool. So these fragrances can kind of serve both purposes and kind of exist in both those seasons and temperatures appropriately. So they have a lot of versatility. And this one is no different. This one had quite a bit of talk and hype a few years ago. I don't hear as much about it anymore, but it's really, really good from the brand of Abercrombie & Fitch. This is First Instinct Blue. First Instinct Blue, apple, lavender, tonka bean, and cashmere. And again, love that opening with that apple note. But again, the star players here is when it dries down, right? It gets very warm, very sweet, not overly sweet, and honestly, not overly playful and childish, so to speak. It's just really, really nice. And I think, even somebody at the age of 30 plus can enjoy a scent profile like this. So definitely check this one out if you don't have it yet. This is really, really good. This is a good compliment getter as well. This is Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Blue. All right, next up, it should be criminal to be able to get this fragrance at the price that you can find it most places. Another fragrance that takes me back, very nostalgic, to 2019, 2020, 2019, I would say, maybe even 2018. To me, this is the best fragrance from this entire brand and house. I'm talking about from English Laundry. This one is called Windsor. Windsor. All right, so what you get here, guys, is apple, cinnamon, tobacco, tonka bean, and amber. Seriously, you can probably find this for definitely under 25 bucks, and you shouldn't be able to. Now, I have, and I actually discovered this, I have about 12 fragrances from this brand. I'm thinking about doing like a video dedicated to this brand. You can find them in like dealers and places like that for 90 to 100 bucks. But you can also find these in discounters. I'm talking about like the rack stores and things of that nature. You can find these fragrances typically in there. And this one I can speak for when I say it is definitely worth more than what you'll find it for. I absolutely love this fragrance. I love the apple cinnamon thing. Apples and cinnamon is a combination of notes that just work well together. You find a lot of fragrances that have a apple cinnamon combination. So sign me up. If you can throw in some tonka, some amber and things of that nature on the dry down, this is their best fragrance. And honestly, this is probably their best performing fragrance as well from this entire house. So definitely one that I think is great for the cooler months of the year. Check this one out from English Laundry. This is called Windsor. All right, guys, this next fragrance comes from a house that I don't hear many people talk about at all. But this one is really good, man. From the brand of Trussardi, this is called Riflesso. Riflesso. This is really nice, guys. Green apple, lavender, violet leaf, tonka are the main notes here. Love that very crisp green apple note up top. Lavender, of course, gives me this very familiar, clean, masculine vibe. And then, of course, when it starts to dry down, that's where the magic really happens with this fragrance as it equates to the fall season. Again, another fragrance that not many people are going to be talking about. Probably not a lot of people are even aware of this fragrance, but it's really, really good. Love it. Love the tonka bean dry down of this fragrance. So check it out from the brand of Trussardi. This one is called Riflesso. All right, guys, next up on the list, this is another classic fragrance. I think it was released in 2006. I've had it in the collection for a while, but it gets even better with time. It's from the brand of John Barbados, probably, in my opinion, their brand, in that house, their best fragrance. This one is called Vintage. Vintage, this is rhubarb, cinnamon, tobacco, suede, and tonka bean. Those are the main notes. And what are the highlights here? Again, that tobacco, cinnamon, suede, dry down. Tobacco, cinnamon, another combination that works really well. If you guys haven't caught the theme by now, the note of cinnamon is one of my favorite spice notes, and it is the perfect spice for the fall season. I connect fall with the smell of cinnamon. Again, you think Thanksgiving, you think apple pie, you think things of that nature. It just screams fall to me. Absolutely love the use of cinnamon and tobacco here, and that suede really gives this warm, inviting feel and appeal to this fragrance that just speaks to the fall season. This thing is fantastic. And again, another one you can find for probably under 50, 60 bucks at this point, but it's definitely worth it. From the brand of John Barbados. This is called Vintage. All right, guys, this next fragrance actually comes from the brand of Lattafa, but it is so perfect for the fall season, for cooler temperatures. This is called Aside. This is Aside. And what you're going to get here is tobacco, patchouli, coffee, iris, and amber. Man, sign me up. Powdery, you got the coffee there. Of course, you have the amber, of course, that sweetens it up. This stuff is a phenomenal fragrance at the price point that you're going to get this for. This is, to me, is definitely for what you're probably going to pay for, a no-brainer. A great thing about this one, as a side note, is it is a great performer as well, at least on my skin. So again, coffee, amber, and iris, all day long. Sign me up for the fall season. Check this out from the brand Lattafa. This one is called Aside. All right, this next fragrance, I think it came out around 2023, if I'm not mistaken. It's from the brand of Mont Blanc, and this, let me say this, Mont Blanc to me does great, inexpensive fragrances. Just about everything they have in their portfolio, I like. Maybe not love, but I at least like. And this is a fragrance that falls into that like category for me as well. This is Mont Blanc Explorer Platinum. And this is cedarwood, clary sage, and violet leaves. Wow. What really draws me to this fragrance is the cedar note. It is so classically masculine and woody. And again, it just really, to me, smells like fall. There's a fragrance by Mason Margiela called Autumn Leaves. And this has that same woody fragrance that takes me directly into and reminds me of the fall season. So one that I highly recommend at this point, has been out for a few years, so you can get it discounted, and it's definitely worth it at the price point you can find it for now. This is Mont Blanc Explorer Platinum. All right, guys, next up, this fragrance is the best value on this list. This fragrance is actually a niche fragrance that, man, you can probably find this for under 40 bucks, and it's criminal because this fragrance is so well done. It is actually, the master perfumer on this one was Cecile Zarokian. And man, for me personally, honestly, this is up there with some of her best work. But it was done in a Jacques Fath did this Essentials collection a few years ago, and I've talked about it before, but this is a fantastic fragrance. This is called Tempête d'Automne from the house of Jacques Fath Paris. And this is mandarin orange, cinnamon, sandalwood, tonka bean, and leather. This is very creamy. The sandalwood is very, very creamy here. It's the best, one of the best. When you talk about the creamy variety of sandalwood, you have that here. And like I said, guys, for the price that you're gonna pay for this now, it is absolutely unfathomable to me that you can find this fragrance for as inexpensive as you can find it today, because it's definitely worth way more than that. There's quality here. The scent profile is great. It speaks to me. It speaks to fall. And like I said, the best thing about it for the price point, you talk about that quality perspective, you know, again, unbelievable that you can find this again for the prices you can find it for. Highly recommend you guys put this one on your radar for the fall season. Again, you got sandalwood in there. And again, when it dries down, leather comes in. So it's kind of like this, you know, the leather and sandalwood are kind of vying for the prominence on the dry down, but at the same time, it blends to perfection. So check it out. It's from the brand of Jacques Fath Paris. This is Tempête d'Automne. All right, guys, and last but not least on this list today, another versatile, easy to wear scent profile this fall from the brand of Dunhill. This is Icon Racing Red. You got mandarin, beautiful, succulent, juicy mandarin orange note up top with pepper, orbanum, tonka bean, amber, and some oak moss on the dry down. Easy to wear. Some people have kind of compared this to Versace Eros Flame. I could kind of see some similarities there, but you can get this one for even better price. So definitely check this one out. It is fall approved from the brand of Dunhill. This is Icon Racing Red. But that is it, guys. That's my time today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I gave you 10 great, inexpensive fall fragrances that will still help you be the man in any room that you walk into this fall. As always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and your attention to these videos. I know you don't have to watch, but you do. And sincerely, I appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darian. I'm the BowTie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good. And of course, I love to smell fantastic. So until next time, keep looking good. Keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.